Then I'll start. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Abha Munga, so I'm going to be the host today. And I would like to welcome you all in the Indus Seminar series. And of course, I would like to welcome our speaker today, Dibya Kirti Mishra. She is actually a PhD research scholar in Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observational Sciences and currently working with Professor Dipankar Banerjee. She did her master's in Central University of Kerala, Kasaragod, and did her graduation in physics in University of Delhi. So her prime focus is to study the long-term variability in the solar cycle, to understand the dynamo theory and to predict the future solar cycle. So it will help to understand the long time, how the solar cycle is going to vary, how will be the next solar cycle, and so whether there are flares or something else, whether she can predict. So of course, she has a good understanding of the programming languages. Also, she is good in machine learning. So welcome, Divya, in the Indus Seminar series. So it's now I'm just handing over to you. So you can start. And of course, I would like to mention to all these participants, to ask in between, because she will be okay to have an interactive session here. So you can ask in between, and over to you, Divya.
Yeah. Thank you, Abha. Hello, everyone. I am Dibya from Aries, and I'm happy to present my work in this platform. And the title of my talk is Does the Chromosphere Rotate Faster than the Photosphere? So these are the outline of my talk. So first I'll give brief introduction about differential rotation, and then what is the motivation behind this work, and I will explain the data and the method I have used for this project, and the results that we have got. And in the end, of course, I will summarize and give the conclusions. So first, I will give a brief introduction about the differential rotation. As you know, the sun is not a rigid body, and it is made of plasma, so it doesn't rotate with uniform rotation rate, and it shows the differential rotation behavior, as can be seen from this cartoon, that the equator rotates faster than the pole in the sun. So this differential rotation the relation for this differential rotation has been established based on the past observation, and this relation is omega equals to a plus b sine square theta plus c sine to the power 4 theta, where a is equator rotation and b and c are differential rotation rate, and theta is heliographic latitude. So this differential rotation property in the sun is not new thing. This behavior has been already studied in different different layer of the sun by using different methods, such as in the interior part of the sun, it has been studied using helioseismology technique, and in the photosphere also this property has been studied by using different methods like tracer method, by tracing sunspots, like it was done in Jha 2021, and recently in chromosphere, high atmospheric layer also, this property has been studied using tracer method. This result is from the Bartel 2020. So this chromospheric, apart from this Bartel 2000 work, there has been several studies in chromospheric differential rotation by using different data and different methodologies. But In those studies, there have been a discrepancy between results that some results we gave that the chromosphere rotates faster than the photosphere. Some results suggested that the chromosphere rotates slower than the photosphere. But in the past, there have not any studied the chromospheric differential rotation in the long-term time scale. So in this project, we have studied the long-term variation in the chromospheric solar differential rotation so that we can study this chromospheric differential rotation in different phases of the solar cycles. By studying this chromospheric differential rotation, we will also have better understanding about the coupling between the chromosphere and the photosphere. So for this work, I have used the Kodaikanal Solar Observatory calcium K data, which have a data span for 100 years from 1904 to 2007. And this is the Kodaikanal Solar Observatory calcium K image. And recently, this data have been digitized and calibrated with better method and also rotation corrected by all this Priya 2014 and Chargister et al 2018 and Jhartal 2023. So for this work, we have used recently calibrated data for our work. And as I mentioned, this is 100 years of data. So we need automatic method to track these features to find a differential rotation. So we applied automatic based method image correlation technique for this work. So first we have taken the recently calibrated image, and then we did the rotation correction, and we cropped the disk up to 0.98 solar radii. And then we converted from this image to heliographic coordinate. And for the next day also, we have taken another image and repeated this process again. And we have taken 2 consecutive day images like this from day 1 and from the day 2 image. And we have taken 5-degree latitudinal bins from -55 to +55 degree in both latitude and longitude range. So here you can see that these are the representation of one particular latitudinal bin from 2 consecutive days, ranging from -35 to -30 degree in latitude. So we have applied the image correlation in this latitudinal bins by applying shift in both latitude and longitude. So after this applying the image correlation, we get this correlation plot. Here you can see where the correlation coefficient is maximum at particular longitudinal shift. Here you can see the correlation coefficient decreases outward, and this blue curve depicts the variation of correlation coefficient over the variation of longitudinal shift at fixed latitudinal shift. And this brown curve shows the variation of correlation coefficient with the latitudinal shift at fixed longitudinal shift. So after we can see that we have observed that this correlation coefficient mostly have 0.4 to 0.8 at lower latitude range where mostly plages are found. For some cases, we found this kind of cases where in which plages are absent. For those, we have not included this latitudinal bands in our analysis, where maximum correlation coefficient is less than 0.2. Or there is no variation in correlation coefficient, like here you can see the for this example. And also for the where the maximum correlation coefficient is found at extreme ends. So we have not included this kind of latitudinal bands in our analysis. After finding this longitudinal shift, we have calculated the angular rotation rate by using the relation omega equals to del phi by del t, where del phi is longitudinal shift and del t is the time interval between 2 images. And after that, we have performed the sidereal correction to get true values of angular rotation rate. After finding the angular rotation rate for every latitudinal beams, we have fitted the differential rotation profile that I have already mentioned in the in the introduction part of this talk. This equation A plus B sine square theta plus C sine to the power 4 theta. And we got this result, which is in red color. This red curve is for the Kodaikanal Solar Observatory calcium K result for the chromospheric Plage's differential rotation. And this blue curve is for the photospheric rotation rate using the sunspurs as tracers. And this lower brown curve you see is for the chromospheric rotation rate obtained by Mount Wilson Observatory calcium K data. So these are the different parameters, differential rotation parameter A, B, and C for the photosphere and for the calcium K Mount Wilson data and for the Kodaikanal calcium K data that we have obtained for this project. So these are the results. Here you can see that from this table also the values of equatorial rotation rate for the Kodaikanal calcium K data, that is for the chromospheric plages, is higher than the this photospheric rotation rate values. So as we got different result from previous like Mount Wilson calcium K result. So we have the question came to our mind that does the chromosphere rotate faster or slower? So for this, we have did some validations for method and for our data as well. So first for the method validation, we use the MDI White data having data span from 1996 to 2011. And we have applied our method, image correlation method, on the same MDI white light data, and we compared our result with the already obtained using the different method, that is feature tracking method mentioned in the Jha et al. 2021. So here you can see that our the results obtained from our method is matches quite well with the previous results. And here also the correlation coefficient is also shows that there is our method is correct. So we can say that there is no problem in our method. And next we have also tried for different data set, whether for other calcium K data, whether you are getting the similar trend of result or not. For that, we have taken the PSPT ROM calcium K data and the mutant calcium K data for 3 years, and we have analyzed for this calcium K data. And here we can see that for the PSPT and for the mutant, we also obtained the faster rotation rate for the chromosphere. So after that, we also tried with the Mount Wilson calcium K data and compared with the our result of the Kodaikanal data. So here red curve is for the Kodaikanal Solar Observatory calcium K data, and this green curve is the Mount Wilson calcium K data that was calibrated by recently by Charge Sturgator 2020. And this brown curve is the result obtained in Bartello 2020 work that I have already shown in the result. And this purple curve that I have analyzed for the older version of Mount Wilson calcium K data, which was calibrated by in the past by Buttel et al. 2010. So here we got a different result for the same data, Mount Wilson data, but using the different calibration method. So here we concluded that maybe the different calibration technique that also lead to the different result for the Mount Wilson calcium K data that we like in Bartello 2020 they got a slower rotation rate, but when we performed our method rotation. So here from this we can conclude that there is no problem in the Kodaikanal calcium K data, and the chromosphere is really rotating faster. Also, we have also analyzed the north-south asymmetry for this differential rotation behavior. So we have added the odd powers of sine theta. In previous, we have taken the symmetric profile, but for the north-south asymmetry study, we have taken this general differential rotation equation, and we have added the sine theta and sine cube theta term. And we have seen that there is no north-south asymmetry now in the long-term differential rotation rate. After that, we also studied the relative change in omega for separate latitudinal bands. Here we can see for the 0 to 10 degree latitudinal bands, and for the 10 to 20 degree latitudinal bands, and 20 to 30 degree latitudinal bands. This long-term relative change in omega, whether we can there is any change in the differential rotation rate in the long term for the in the long term time scale. So in the end, I will summarize my talk. In this project, we have used the Kodaikanal Solar Observatory calcium K data from 1907 to 2007. And we have measured the chromospheric differential rotation rate, and we have applied the automatic best image correlation technique for this work. And we found that the chromospheric plasmas rotate faster than the photospheric sunspots. And we have tried with different techniques for the validation of our method and the data itself. But all of them, they proved that this chromospheric plasmas really rotating faster than the spin. So this work is recently published in FJ. So if you are interested to go for detail into this work, you can go through this paper. Thank you for the attention. Hello.
Hello, thank you so much, Divya, for this really nice talk. And yes, I would like to allow participants to ask you the questions because they haven't asked you in between. So please raise your hand if you wanted to ask you anything to Divya. I think no one is interested to ask you anything. So I think...
Hello?
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 Hello? Yes? Hello?
Yes, I have a question.
All right. Over to you.
Yeah.
Can I say a question?
Yes, yes, please ask. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I was a participant of ATSOA 2023 last year. And my question is the formula omega and relating omega and theta a plus sine square theta plus b sine square theta plus c sine to the power 4 theta. So what is the actual background of that formula you have shown?
Means how this formula came, you are asking?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is actually empirical.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So this is really, yeah. So actually empirical relation that I've already mentioned in the introduction part. So in the past, people have been used to different statistical studies and the observational studies. So from that studies and results, they have obtained this kind of result. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Thank you. Yes.
All right, Ritesh, now you can ask.
Hi, Dibya. Yes, I'm here. So you discussed about the different rotation rate in chromosphere and photosphere. So do you have any idea like what is causing this difference in the rotation rate of chromosphere compared to photosphere? And other thing is like, how would
why
you?
it's coming faster?
Yes, yes.
So still means we are not sure about the reason, but Srinjana is doing on in that part that why the different heights we are doing analysis for the AI data. So we are maybe there is reason that these plazas are anchored at much more depth, means at anchored at the deeper than the sunspots. So that work we are doing, like Srinjana is doing for the different depths, and we are comparing with the already done for the helioseismology result comparing. So in that work, we'll give much more idea about this, like why this rotation rate is coming faster. But still, it is not like this theory. We are not sure.
Okay, okay.
Hello.
Yes, yes,
Hello?
yes. Thank you.
Chat box.
Anyone
Can
else?
I ask one more?
Yeah, of course.
So since you
Yeah,
mentioned about AIA, so does that mean you're also probing the corona and other regions?
yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, more per higher atmospheric level we are studying.
Well, and the
Right.
hand raise option was not on my Zoom panel, so I
That's
just
okay.
can't do
Find
that.
it, please.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so I will start with the first question of the previous question here. The empirical formula which you just mentioned, the differential rotational profile. Can you state any papers from which was the, like, say you state this paper for this formula? Can you tell me any such thing regarding this formula? Which of the reference papers you use for quoting
There are
this?
different papers. Hello.
Yes, yes, I'm hearing.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
am I
Yes, we
there
audible
can
are
now?
hear you.
different papers, like a very old paper.
Maybe there is some
Hello.
delay. Divya, he can hear you, but maybe there is some delay with your voice. So that's okay. You can speak and he can hear.
Yeah, means there are different papers in the old papers that this differential rotation paper, like this relation.
Okay. So the next part will be the on the it's a statistical based question majorly. As per the
Yeah.
abstract of the talk, it was written that the Rome data was of a very limited time scale, which you are matching with the Kodaikanal data of around a century. So this type of a disturbance, like in that case, I was remembering it was 2000 to 2002. So 2 years data with century data. So how can you correlate with that? Can you give a glimpse of
Like
that?
take you were telling that PSPT data, other calcium data.
Yes, yes, yes. The PSPT data. It was of 2000 to
Yeah,
2002, as far as I remember the slide.
Yeah, 2000, 2002. That we have done for the validation for our data, like whether there is anything problem in the our data from our side of data or not. So we have taken 2002 for the solar maxima phase, because our method is mostly dominated by the presence of plasmas. Okay, so if
Okay.
we take this correlation, we apply this method during the solar maxima time, then we'll get better correlation. So that's why we have chosen this 2000 to 2000 period for also for the availability of the data, like this Kodaikanal, PSPT, and Mudan should have overlap data, so we can compare for the same period of data.
Okay, yes, yes, I'm getting that one. And the final one is I'm just a MSc passer student, so just want to correlate it with the fact that the thing which you mentioned, the AIML, you are also trained in that part. So which of the specific parts in this publications of your or in the solar data which the AIML is heavily been used? Can you
For
share a glimpse of that?
AIML I'm not using for this work. This is that is actually I'm currently doing for another project for hand-drawn sun charts. Like there are also hand-drawn sun charts where for the in the Kodaikanal Solar Observatory, where people have marked plages, sunspots, and filaments. So we are applying machine learning technique to detect those features and plages and filaments. Not for this work, we have used any AIML technique.
Okay. Thank you for the information.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. And anyone have any question?